There are a lot of mistakes people do when trying to appear old money or trying to look like they have money in general. Unbeknownst to them, it makes them appear even more lower class and pathetic. Hey girl, this is Vivi.K. So I feel like I should tell you this because I want you to know exactly how this looks like in public. This is not a hating video. I don't want it to be negative. I want you guys to know the signs of what it looks like when people are faking. So the first thing, wearing obnoxiously big logos. Why would you do that? High-end stores actually leave those pieces easily available for the lower class trying to appear desperately rich. Literally not having any manners. Old money has been brought up a certain way since the day they were born. Having manners and common courtesy, is it courtesy? Fuck, how do you say that shit? Courtesy. Okay. Having manners and common courtesy is very simple. Fumbling that bag is a tall tale sign you're not upper class. If you're rude to the people around you, it looks bad on you. Act like that around them, or anyone, and they won't bother interacting with you again. Talking about your possessions, name dropping, sipping dollar amounts in conversations. Ew. They seem to be in a constant mode of needing to prove themselves and seeking validation. That's yucky. Let me tell you something. They don't care, like at all. Like they really don't care. And it's super corny. Don't be that person. No one likes that person. Buying new cars you can't afford. Believe it or not, old money doesn't cruise around in the latest, best looking car. They use inexpensive, great on gas, well-working cars. Because why waste the money? Their fancier cars are kept for special events. And even then, they might be driven to their destinations, so they won't really need it. Their day-to-day car, especially if they're going to work or anything, is not like, you know, it's not like some fancy sports car. Also, buying a car that costs over 15% of the place that you stay in is not the best idea. A tip that I learned is to get a car that's 10 to 15% the amount of the place that you stay in. If you stay in a $100,000 apartment, your car would be $15,000. Because not only will you be easily able to afford it, it won't turn into a liability in the future. Liking luxury cars is fine, but make sure you have the income to cover your expenses. Using words like big words you're not comfortable using. You're going to make not only yourself, but everyone else uncomfortable. And they're going to dread speaking to you again. Please. Buying the latest fashion, getting all the new trends that last every few months. There's a difference between having a sense of style and being fashionable. You can have one and completely lack the other. Don't get that mixed up. Having a social circle made of posers or like the fake rich. These people tend to gravitate a lot towards each other because actual wealthy people want nothing to do with them, let alone hang around with them. So they hang around together and spend their time one-upping each other, spending money on useless material possessions, and talking about how much money they're gonna make. That's not what you should be doing or the people you should be hanging around with. Remember, you become like the 5 people you hang around the most, so don't do it. Something some people need to realize is real money is quiet. The fake are very loud. The upper class doesn't live in a way to attract unnecessary attention to themselves. There could be a handful of wealthy people around you, and if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't even really notice. Not unless they told you they were, and they're obviously not going to tell you. Old money prides itself on being very discreet in its appearance and in their way of going about things. They're not flashy people, and they're not corny either. Old money doesn't judge you for having less than them. That's a character flaw. They're never condescending, and they don't care about your position in life. They're just living their lives comfortably as best as they can. If you meet someone doing the most, saying all sorts of things about what they own, buying the most expensive things just to impress whomever, they're more often than not old money, not wealthy, and not upper class. The point is not to force it. Anything forced is ugly. Just do what you can and act natural. You'll fit right in. Obviously, there's a certain way of being and etiquette, but that's for another video. If you'd like to know which stores to go to dress exactly like an old money girl, I'm gonna list for you right here. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!